Ladies and occasionally gentlemen, every day we bring you grim news, sad news, news about disasters, disease, death, etc. But every once in a while there's one wonderful good piece of news that makes us feel it's worth living once again. I'm talking of course, Kim Kardashian being single once more. It's called Britannia 50/50 presents The Week That Wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, almost live from a garage in Malabar Hill, it's Cyrus Broacha! My not so good friends, there's a lot of other news this week, but unfortunately, cricket, specifically Pakistani cricket, dominated it all. But there was some good news. Now, India's most populated state, UP, greeted the arrival of the world's 7 billionth baby last Monday. This symbolic 7 billionth baby is a little girl who's been named Nargis and was born to Ajay and Vinita Yadav of Danor village in Lucknow. And on this historic day, we, CNN IBN, we were there.
Hi, I am here in Lucknow where the 7th billion baby in the world is about to be born. The doctors are with the mother inside the operation theatre. Let's try and get a peek. Oh, I'm afraid it's not the best view, but the family has all gathered outside, all very excited. Let me try find one family member who can talk to us. In the name of God, I hope he can speak English. Come. Hello, excuse me, sir. Hello, hi. Are you a relative of Yadav's?
Yes.
You आपको मालूम वो बच्चा का दो और एक 5 और 2 का 7 बिलियन बच्चा पूरा दुनिया में आएगा आज दुनिया में. आपको परिवार है?
Why don't you talk in a language that I can understand, like the English?
Thank you heavens! Finally, someone who can speak English. So, are you a relative of Ajay and Vinita Yadavs who are going to be the proud parents of the world's 7th billion baby?
Is it? No close relative. I'm from same village, same hut, same neighbor, same village.
So basically you are like a senior member of the community.
I'm Buzurg, a senior member community, yes.
Fantastic. Are you excited, sir?
Very excited. It will be historical day for our community, historical day for India, such world famous baby. I bless couple with all happiness and joy.
This is absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at that. The parents have sent the baby to you for the blessing.
Lovely, I give blessings. Oh, Baba. Oh, no.
What? Oh, shame. Oh my God, is the baby okay? What happened?
It is a shameful day for our community.
Why?
Shameful day for India.
Why, sir? What happened? Is the baby okay?
It is a girl child.
My God, what a narrow-minded person. Terrible. It's very sad for us. 7 billion cancelled. Let's hope things will get better. We'll have a more open society by the time we reach 8 billion, which is Tuesday of next week. Okay? All right. Before we have a look at what's making news this week, let's have a quick look at our top story. 3 former Pakistani international cricketers were handed sentences of 2.5 years, 1 year and 6 months in the spot-fixing plot in their test match against England at Lord's last year. Sad, shameful day for sport and for Pakistan and for cricket. But first, the headlines. Pakistan spot fixers get jail sentences. Anna Hazare breaks silence. Digvijay Singh joins us live. And ladies and gentlemen, Lady Gaga, is she real? Yes, as an investigative journalist par excellence, I'm very excited to go to our top story, match-fixing scandals that have dogged Pakistani cricket. Well, match-fixing scandals have dogged Pakistani cricket for decades, but Wednesday marked a very low point. Former Pakistan captain Salman Butt and fast bowler Mohammad Asif were found guilty of spot fixing in a 2010 Test match against England. All faced jail sentences totaling 4 years and an almost certain end of their careers. Now, this casts a bad light on those Pakistani cricketers who are actually honest and incorruptible and, of course, imaginary. I feel a bit mean that we'll be taking digs at Pakistan, but what can we do? It's the news. Bookie Mazhar Majid also pled guilty to the charges of spot fixing, confessing that he had paid the Pakistani bowlers £77,000, or Adnan Sami's weight 2 years ago, for no balls. Now, this would never happen in India because our bowlers bowl no balls for free. They don't understand line kidhar hai. Okay, that's a cricket joke, boys. Also, Indian bowlers like Harbhajan Singh will never be caught up in something like spot fixing because they can't even fix their own spot in the team. The case that was being heard at the Southwark Crown Court for corruption involving Pakistani players was initially going at a maddeningly slow pace till a huge rumour forced the judge's hand. The rumour? Anna Hazare was coming to London. Wherever there's corruption, there is Anna. Hey, 4 Anna for the price of 1 Anna. India comments on cricket verdict. Former IPL commissioner and current fugitive in London, Lalit Modi, commented on the whole issue, saying that he had nothing but disgust for the spot fixing scandal. Modi hates it not because it's wrong, but because, that's right, because of the sounds. Spot scandal. Then he said, oh, sit. Lalit Modi then went on to say that it's not only cricketers who fix matches, not only cricketers. And then he smiled. Not just cricketers, yeah. We're told that as chairman of the ICC, even Sharad Pawar was asked to give a statement condemning corruption. But then this was cancelled when they realized that during this statement, no one would be able to keep a straight face, including Mr. Pawar. We just wrote that gag, that's why I'm laughing. Joining us now from London is spokesperson for the Pakistan Sports Ministry, Mr. Ghaflat Khan. Mr. Ghaflat Khan?
Yes, Mr. Broacha, welcome to my home.
Oh, your home? Now, you're a spokesperson for the Pakistan Sports Ministry and you're saying your home is London?
Of course I live in London, my boy. Which rich Pakistani would want to live in Pakistan?
If you say so, yes, we get that. Now, about the match-fixing scandal and, of course, Salman Butt and Mohammad Asif's sentence and guilt.
Tragic, very, very tragic.
Well, have you had a chance to speak to any of them?
Yes. I spoke to Salman Butt.
And did Salman say whether he expected an early release?
Well, he said, I wouldn't bet on it.
Low blow, sir. Low blow, please.
By the way, I spoke to their lawyers as well.
And did the lawyers say whether they were going into appeal?
Well, yes. Salman Butt's lawyer said, it's a gamble that Salman would like to take.
Again, low, very low, in the groin. I don't like this at all, sir. But don't you think, Mr. Ghaflat Khan, that the reputation of Pakistan as a whole, I mean, the country's credibility, the country's dependability, the country's sense of legitimacy as a whole has taken a beating with this scandal?
What rubbish. Absolutely not at all. Not at all.
What are you saying? You mean Pakistani cricket has not scarred the country's reputation?
Well, the country's reputation is absolutely not scarred by Pakistani cricket, my boy.
I can't believe you. How can you say that?
Because it has already been scarred by intolerance, fundamentalism, extremism and terrorism.
It's almost like you're Indian. Profound, deep, insightful and insulting. Thank you so much.
And Asif Ali Zardari.
Wow, I mean, the way you explain to us is almost like you're an Indian. Thank you so much. Very insulting and very insightful. Thank you, Mr. Ghaflat Khan. Okay, our correspondent spoke to Salman Butt and Mohammad Asif, and strangely, they seemed happy with the sentence. They both said that they were happy to go to jail in London. It's far better than going back to Pakistan. How many times have we said this, but it's sort of true. But best of luck, jokes apart, best of luck as a cricket lover to Salman Butt. He's going to be in jail with hardened gangsters, rapists, murderers, sex offenders, and he's a good-looking young boy from Lahore with a name like Butt. Why wasn't he more hairy? Poor chap. Anyway, speaking of Pakistan, Pak grants India most favored nation status. Yes, you heard this. It's not a joke. This is true. Earlier this week, Pakistan granted India the status of most favored nation as a means of simplifying and boosting trade between our two countries. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense given that India and Pakistan have such a robust trade going on. They send terrorists, we send dossiers. Terrorists, dossiers. And they never send the dossiers back. Oh, we'll take a quick break while I do a little spot fixing myself. Makeup, please come here, take the spot out from both sides. We'll come back after the break. Welcome back, or as we say in Chinese, shut up! The Chinese ambassador to India, when asked a question by a journalist about touchy Arunachal and Ladakh being included in the map of China, lashed out at the journalist and asked him to shut up in no uncertain terms. Shut up, his exact words. When asked to explain the behavior, he said, I don't understand you Indians. When I ask a lowly journalist to shut up, you make such a huge furor. But your Prime Minister, he shuts up all the time. The big guy is upshut. What's this? Chinese don't understand our thinking. Kingfisher, folks. Let's talk about Kingfisher. Kingfisher may be declared NPA. This week spelled more trouble for the beleaguered Kingfisher Airlines as banks said they may soon be forced to declare it as a NPA or non-performing asset. Non-performing asset. That sounds a bit like Siddharth Malia describing Deepika. Oh. Who wrote that? They're my friends. Don't write that. By the way, I heard off the record, Kingfisher doesn't mind being called an NPA as long as you don't confuse them with the UPA. Thanks. Anna Hazare breaks silence. Who? This week, Anna Hazare broke his 3-week silence and wrote a letter to Dr. Manmohan Singh. The letter was silent, of course, threatening to go on yet another farce if the Jan Lokpal bill wasn't passed during the winter session of Parliament. My point here is, what winter? The PM also replied to this letter, folks. It's interesting to see a dialogue going on between the only two men in this whole country who hate opening their mouths. I have no DNA with these guys. I share no DNA with Anna Hazare or Manmohan Singh because they don't like to open their mouths, not even to lick their lips. Okay, inside sources say that the PM is really ticked off with Anna Hazare now. What with his threats and his bossing around and his demand after demand. I mean, who does he think he is? Sonia Gandhi? Kaun hai bhai? Huh? Kya samajhte hai? You must control yourself. Joining us now to discuss the whole Anna Hazare issue is Anna Hazare's strongest critic, the Congress Party General Secretary and Public Address System as well, Sri Digvijay, I talk only sense Singh. Mr. Digvijay Singh, I'm inspired and I'm happy to have you joining us.
Well, you inspired me, Rajdeep.
No. This is not Rajdeep Sardesai. This is Cyrus Broacha. Did anyone tell you I was doing the interview?
No.
What do you mean, no information at all?
None.
None? Well, I hope you don't mind, sir. It's me. I'll be doing the interview.
I will be very happy.
Great. Doesn't sound like he's very happy, very unconvincing. Shall I start with a joke? I've not said the joke. You don't have to smile. Okay. What would the Congress say if Rahul Baba joined the BJP?
What?
Baba, black sheep. Yeah, but it's okay. It's not that funny, but let's get serious. Come on. Now, about Anna Hazare. You have attacked him all along, but to over 1 crore Indians, he is being looked upon as a hero. Will you stop with that laughter, sir? Let me, 1 sec, I want to ask you something more. You have apparently become an embarrassment to the Congress party and they're out to get you.
They are most welcome to do it. I will be very happy.
Can't believe this guy. You will be very happy. Will you stop? Will you stop with the laughing? 1 minute. Listen. By the way, have you seen Ra 1? Mr. Digvijay Singh, please. One serious moment, please. Okay, all right. I'm going to end this interview, so I hope that makes you happy.
I'll be the happiest person.
What? I'm also laughing still. Yes, that was Digvijay Singh, who makes less sense than even me. Thank you and good night to him. By the way, it's time for us to move to Team Anna, folks. I'm very interested in this. Team Anna till now has received 2.94 crores as donation. 2.94 crores. That's what the Congress makes every minute. The hand goes like this and falls in. So I know now who I'm going to join. Ladies and gentlemen, last week India played host to one of the biggest music stars of the entire world. a woman or part woman who is often touted as the present day Madonna. And we at the week that wasn't have managed to get an exclusive interview with this phenomenon, only us. The one and only, ladies and gentlemen, may I present the one and only light of my life, Lady Gaga.
Namaste, India.
Yeah, namaste right back at ya. Let me just say I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
Oh, seriously, I love all your songs, especially that tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, wo, ah, ooh, ooh.
That was by Kesha.
Oh, Kesha, Gaga. Okay, well, I meant the other song, the one that goes like this. This shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
That wasn't me. That was Fergie.
Are you sure?
Wow. Do you even know who I am?
Okay, no, you sound like someone who's been to Delhi recently. Congratulations.
Okay.
So tell us, Miss Gaga, what was it like to be in India for the very first time?
Oh, it was amazing. I love India so much. It's so beautiful. It's so spiritual. I'm always connected to its wonderful people.
You mean spiritually?
No, through tech support. I'm always connected to Indians for laptops, credit cards, insurance.
That's okay, got it. Tell us, are you an F1 fan as well?
Oh, I love F1 in India because it's so spiritual.
Well, you got me on that one. How is F1 spiritual?
First of all, your circuit is named after Lord Buddha.
Well, it's sort of true, yes.
So this means it is a safe circuit. If anyone crashes, they will simply be reincarnated.
I don't think that's how it works, but moving on, tell us, what do you think of Indian music?
Oh, I love it. It's very spiritual. I was listening to a track the other day, and it was beautiful. I couldn't figure out what instrument it used, though.
Let me help you. What did it sound like?
It was very soulful. It sounded a bit like...
That's not an instrument, that's a weapon. It's called Himesh.
Maybe I should do an album with him.
No, let's just move on. You also met a lot of Bollywood biggies here, including Ravan stars like Arjun Rampal and, of course, the great Shah Rukh Khan.
Oh, yes. Like most Indian things, meeting Arjun too was very spiritual.
Really? And how is that spiritual?
Have you seen his face? It's so peaceful. Always the same. No fear in it. No sadness. No worry. No guilt. No
expression.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Sure. Whatever you say. Now, what was it like to meet the great Shah Rukh Khan?
Shah Rukh was already in Delhi.
For a shoot?
No, he was dancing at some kid's birthday party.
Oh. And what was it like hanging out with Shah Rukh?
Well, honestly, at first it was kind of weird. Almost unpleasant.
Weird? Why?
He kept coming close to me and asking me to do, well, things I'm not comfortable with.
What are you saying? Okay.
I mean, he thought just because I'm white, I'm open to anything.
Oh my God, but what did he want?
He wanted... I can't even say it.
There. Be strong. We're here for you. We're listening. Tell us exactly. Expose the man. What did Shah Rukh say?
He wanted me to go with him and watch Raw 1. How could he ask me to do that?
Criminal! It's absolutely deplorable and criminal. I'm so sorry. I really apologize for millions of Indians. We would never have let that happen if we knew he dared do that to you. Please, Lady Gaga, we're all still your big fans. Sorry about that. Thank you, but we have to end the show. Lady Gaga, can you end the show for us with a little line or two from your latest song?
My poker face.
That's all we have time for.
My poker face.
Oh God, she's horrendous. The worst singer I've ever heard. Maybe do from again the whole thing. Fundamental do it again. This line. What rubbish?
Excited.
Headlines. 10 second की लाइन है वो लाइट वाइट को इतना ध्यान मत दो.